Hi everyone, hope you're okay. So I want you to indulge me this morning because I want to just bring a very short devotion, and I'm sorry, I'm going to be really indulgent, and it's from one of my most favourite episodes in the Bible, where we in Judges 4 and 5, and it's the story of Deborah and Jael. And I just want to tell you a funny story. So I was having a chat with a friend on the phone a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about reading scriptures, and we are talking about reading particularly the Old Testament, and sometimes how challenging that can be, and just to make head or tail of some things and timescales and different things. And we were laughing, and I just said to her, oh, you've got to read my one of my most favourite accounts in the Bible, which is Judges 4 and 5. I said I won't ruin the story, however, spoiler alert, because I'm going to in a bit, but read the story of Deborah, you'll love it. So the next day, after our conversation, she sent me a text saying, oh, sorry, she didn't get through it. She'd fallen asleep reading the word, which is absolutely fine. Hey, better to fall asleep reading the word than anything else. And I said, keep going, just you've got to get to the end, you've got to read the story. And the following day I was at work, and I was doing some emails, and my phone flashed, and this is all it said. She wrote, she's put a tent peg through his head. That was it. And it really made me laugh, because if anybody else had read that, they'd be thinking, what's going on there? And basically that's the story of Deborah and Jael. And you need to go and read it, because it's just incredible. But just two things. I was looking at that account again, and Deborah is a judge, a prophet, very high profile lady. And Barak, the head of the armies, comes to her and says, we need to kind of go into battle with Sisera and bring this guy down. And she says, okay. And he says, I'm only going to go if you come. And she says, I'll come with you. But then she says this. It says in the word that Deborah says to Barak, God will use a woman's hand to take care of Sisera. And this wasn't going to be Deborah's hand. This was going to be another lady. Now, Jael was just part of a community, a tent community. She would be a homemaker just outside of the area where the battle was happening. And Sisera, in the middle of the battle, he escapes, and he runs and hides, and he goes to Jael's tent to hide. And this lady, Jael, she uses the skill of her hand. Nothing special, but she's a tent dweller. So that means the women put the tents up and take the tents down. So she's the one hammering in the pegs. And she knows that Sisera needs to be taken out. And she lulls him in, he sleeps, and she kills him. And it says at the end of that chapter, in Deborah's song, it says, the land had peace for 40 years. I want to encourage you. Just the one thing Jael did, one of her normal everyday tasks and lives and skills, she used in the battle and the victory for God. And then from her one action, the land had peace for 40 years. And I want to encourage you. You may just do things readily. Do you just think this is part of who I am? This is an easy task. This is what I do. But you don't know the outcome of that. And you may be bringing peace to someone's life. You may be bringing joy to someone's life. You may bring in love and a restoration to someone's life by a task that you just think you do every day. So be encouraged. Go and read one of my most favourite accounts in the Bible. It's Judges 4 and 5. Bless you.